Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. R&B fans, I have called this meeting because we have a problem. As we all know, for the past 6 or 7 years, and maybe even further beyond, depending on your opinion, we all know that R&B has been getting punched in the back of the face by the other genres for years. It's at the point where we're not selling anymore. They can't get any hits on the Hot 100. Nobody cares about them. They're barely even getting endorsements. And most of the time, we don't even know where they are or what they're doing. And half the time, a lot of them are just quitting the industry. So we got to figure out what the problem is. If you don't believe me, just look at SoundScan, look at Billboard, look at the lack of acts that we have at the moment that would consider themselves to be R&B. Alright? R&B is just dead. And it hurts my heart. So I said I would make this video and just give my 2 cents on it. So, I feel like R&B can be saved. Like, we all love it. We all talk about how much we miss it. But unfortunately, I don't think the entertainers are putting 2 and 2 together to figure out how to make themselves musically relevant while being true to the R&B genre, but still being commercial enough to actually sell some records. But anyway, this is my theory here. When you compare music from 2012 to at least just 15, 20 years ago, as a matter of fact, I'm only going to stick with the 90s. I'm just going to stick between 1990 and 1999. I'm not even going back to the 80s and the 70s and the 60s. As much as I love them, and I'm not even thinking about the 50s, because that's back when all we had was the drums and some tambourine and an organ, and I can't get with that. Alright, before I go any further, let us just reminisce really quickly about how good we once used to have it when it came to variety in music, dealing with the 1990s and R&B. So let me just take a quick 18-month period from probably like the end of 94 to the middle of 1996. Ready? Go! I like the way you work it, no diggity. Okay, so as you can see, according to our little flashback here, all right, R&B used to have a whole bunch of variety. There was creativity. You had so many different elements to choose from when it came to R&B. And on top of that, I only chose songs from like the mid-90s. If I go back just 2 years earlier, the sound would have been totally different. We would have been New Jack Swinging It. We would have had like Jay, Don't Walk Away. And then at the same time, we could go the little dance route. We could have Black Box, Everybody, Everybody. Or we could go ahead and we could put something else like Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison on. You know, that's how different R&B is. It used to just evolve and change. Every 2 years we had a new sound. And I think that's what the problem is today with R&B in 2012. There's no variety. There's no different layers. There's no evolution. The innovativeness is gone. The creativity is not there. Nobody's delivering us a package that makes us say, wow, dang. You know, you remember back when you would hear a song and it just sounded so good, you just got excited or whatever. You just, what? It don't happen no more. You like, you know, and it's to the point where, like, that's back when you bought an album and it was so good. You know, remember when you would try to skim through an album, but you couldn't even skim through it when you first bought it because the first song was so hot that you had to sit through the whole album, all right? We don't get that anymore. And I think the problem is, in 2012, there's no variety when it comes to R&B. As a matter of fact, in 2012, there's only one form of R&B that's out. That's neo-soul. Because everybody else has hopped on the Euro pop dance bandwagon, or they've hopped on the radio iTunes, let me get a quick hit, so let me call Rico Love, or let me call Sean Garrett to give me a quick little R&B hit real fast. Or not even an R&B hit, but a little radio hit, because R&B hits don't exist anymore. But like, you know, and that's the problem. I'm like, I'm not with that, especially when it comes to neo-soul. I love neo-soul. Neo-soul is great. But neo-soul is not the only genre and not the only element of R&B. You know, you got to look at neo-soul the same way you look at it like a slice of pizza, okay? Neo-soul is like the mushrooms, you know, not everybody likes mushrooms. You know, not everybody can get with mushrooms. But the people that get with mushrooms freaking love mushrooms. They go hard for the mushrooms. As a matter of fact, they might meet you in the back alley over the mushrooms if they don't get them. And some people might even start smoking them. Now, I ain't smoking nothing, but I'm just saying, that's how the neo-soul fans are with their neo-soul. But you know what? You just can't have an entire pizza full of mushrooms because not too many people are going to eat it. And that's what it is with R&B. We used to get so much. And, you know, that's my beef with it. It's like we need those layers and that variety. We're not getting that anymore. We're getting neo-soul and then everybody else is hopping on the bandwagon. So, of course, radio and the commercialists and the masses, the airheads that don't really even like music, they just like whatever the radio tells them to like. First of all, something like neo-soul is not going to appeal to them because it's just too intelligent for their liking. So, you know, that's why it was wonderful for R&B to have so many layers, because you could have the stuff for the dumbed down audience, and you could have the stuff for the smart people, and you could have the stuff for the people that just like to party, or the people that were going through their breakup, or the people that just needed something to ride to or whatever. There was so many different sounds. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to sit here and talk all day, I'm going to make this a whole little series. So this was part 1. Part 2 will be coming probably sometime this week. I already recorded all these videos, but I'll just upload them weekly just depending on how people actually look at them. So it'll be a whole little series thing we're going to get, and we'll go from there. So that's the end of this video. Check for the next one. Also, I'll be reviewing the Billboard Music Awards on Sunday. And I'm sure there'll be a whole lot of people that I don't like, and it'll be a really good little bashing video, so I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Alright, good night.